Yo, what is up? So, this is the Mafia before I made my modification with OptiScaler in the configuration settings. So you would have to watch the previous video really to understand what I'm talking about. But the short version is it literally started over allocating over 16 gigabyte, as you can see in those screenshots I showed you in the intro of the video. So it was literally doing that. So what I did, I lowered it to 15 gigabyte, my total allocation, if you like, because it was at 15.9 at default, just to see if the game would sort of think maybe it think it's a 12 gigabyte GPU or just a lower rated GPU. So what I've done, because I literally didn't want it to happen again, basically. So I've even replayed the previous mission where I had the issues with. I was getting a load of slowdowns, and that's what I'm showing in this video. So I did the whole mission again. So there will be some spoilers. So if you haven't got to this bit yet and you're playing the game, I wouldn't recommend watching it. But what I will tell you is it literally fixed the issue because it wasn't even hardly going over 12 gigabyte of the actual VRAM allocation. So for people who don't know what I'm talking about, who are new to PC gaming, it's top left, VRAM A is allocation, VRAM U is for usage. But as I explained in my previous video, if it goes over 15.3 around that was the case on the 4080 Super, which I had. But the 97 XT, it's still good. I've seen around 15.6 in badly optimized games, as I said, because it shouldn't be going that far up with the allocation, no chance, not at full in 40p. So, as I showed in my previous video, I went into the OptiScaler in the settings, but it's configuration settings. You open up the notepad, and all you do, you just change it from auto to 15 on the DXGI VRAM, save it, and then it changes. It literally fools the game engine to think you've got a lower VRAM memory on your graphics card. So the 97 XT has 16, and so I just put it down to 15, and it literally seems to have fixed all my problems. It was smooth the whole way through this mission, really smooth. And before I played it, I was getting all these. It was all right at this part when I've played it before, but once I got into all these cutscenes past the tower and all that, I started feeling all this slowdown and all that, and that's where the VRAM started ramping up. So it feels like it's just badly optimized, possibly for a 16 GPU, because there's no other explanation now that I've actually just changed it myself, and it was just staying well within, like, it was only slightly going over 12 gigabyte of allocation, and it didn't even look any different from what I was seeing in the image quality. So I didn't change anything else. Uh, I actually went with settings that were higher. I went to Epic. Apart from global illumination, I left that higher, and I even put frame generation on. But as you can see here, the allocation is at 10 because because I did. This is literally where I started off on the 97 XT, because I played it on the 4090, and then I've switched over to the AMD system to play it on the 97 XT, and this is exactly where I started off. So I mean that is literally hilarious how me doing that. I didn't even think it was going to work, but it seems like it has worked. So I think these developers, I think it's them when I'm thinking about it, because maybe I've noticed in other game engines where it will not put 15.9, it'll put like 15.3 for the total allocation, so there's a limit. And it seems like they've put it at 15.9, so it can potentially go to that, and then the game thinks it can use it. So I think that's the problem. I literally think that's the problem in this game, and that's why I've lowered it to 15 gigabytes at the most to fool the game engine to. I mean, the game engine is going to do what the developer allows it to do. So for me, it is these developers being idiots again. That's what it is. So I mean, it is just laughable when you think about it. So I might even try this out in Lost Cell Aside to see if they've done the same thing where for a 16 gigabyte GPU they've made it potentially so it can over allocate. So it feels like they need some educating. It really does in how you should actually optimize for a 16 gigabyte GPU because I'm not happy about it. It's actually ridiculous that if that is the case that I mean I know in Ubisoft I think they cap it around 15.3 or 4 something like that to avoid any issues like this. And other games you never see the full uh, total of your VRAM allocation in games. It will just basically there's a certain limit if you want. There's a certain limit that a game can access, and the rest of your memory will be for Windows. So outside the game, so it needs a bit of breathing room, and it looks like they've not done their job. That's what it feels like to me, because that's the logical thing. So they've literally not optimized it properly, and my experience was totally smooth once I've changed the settings. So yeah, again, OptiScaler has improved my experience because it's allowed me to change so many settings that I couldn't usually change, and it's just like a control panel. And that's why I said every gamer should have this because as long as you know what you're doing with it's so great. It's the best modding program I've ever used, I think, since I've been on PC. So I didn't even think it was going to be. I'd look in the settings. I didn't even think I'd be able to do that, but it seems to have so many options that can literally do this as well. So again, there is potential spoilers. So it's not like the end game, but there is a few things that maybe you don't want to see yet. But all you need to know really, if you don't want to watch anymore, it literally hardly goes over. I mean, it's nothing like before. When you look at, if you compare the screenshots, and I'm even using heavier settings now, so I'll show you my settings again. The only difference is I've put it to 15 gigabyte, so game thinks I've got a 15 gigabyte GPU. So, yeah, I mean, it is literally hilarious. I mean, so yeah, so now it thinks, well, it's not going to over allocate, so it's given me a lot of breathing room. So I just can't understand it. I really can't. But like Tim Sweeney said, I think they just need educating these developers. It's like they think the 16 gigabyte GPU. I mean, surely do they even test it? I don't know, but it doesn't feel like it. But I think that is, I really strongly do think that is the issue. That I mean, you very rarely, when I had to think about it, and you very rarely say you got a 24 gigabyte GPU, it will still be like about 23.5 or something. Just say it don't completely max it out. So there's enough space for Windows, the operating system, as well as the game, if it did go to that limit. So often it will never be the total amount of your VRAM on your graphics card that will be available to use basically. So it feels like it's just bad. Again, once again, it is just awful from developers. So I think I'm correct in that. Again, I don't work on games, but it seems logical, and it's what I've seen in the past with 16 gigabyte GPUs as well. It is never like 15.9. It is usually about 15.2 or sometimes lower than that. I mean, something's telling me I've seen 14.9 on a few games for a 16 gigabyte GPU. So I think that's what it is. So surely if it was a Unreal Engine thing, then all these games would be doing it. And I've played a lot of Unreal Engine games, and I've found, to be honest, I've found a lot of them to be pretty good with the VRAM. So yeah, after thinking more about it, I think it is a developer skill issue, definitely because I mean especially after I've changed this setting to 15 gigabyte, and now it's literally fixed my issue. I mean, that is amazing to me. So, I mean, it could be quite a useful thing. So, other people who follow my channel, if you try it, see if it works for you. Maybe it could work in some other games. Again, I might even try it in Lost Soul Aside out of curiosity to see if it literally fixed my issues on there. But yeah, all I can see is when I'm looking at my stats, there is a massive, massive difference compared to what I was seeing before. And as I said, I'm even running the epic settings now. I wasn't before. I was mostly on higher settings. Mostly because I don't think the epic settings are that different at all. So I thought I might as well go to high. It depends on the game. I mean, some games actually the epic settings do look better, slightly better, but it depends on the game. But yeah, I mean, so as you will see throughout this video, the VRAM allocation is so much better and more within it's literally doing what it should be doing on a 16GB GPU, although it wasn't before. So all I can think is that that setting has made a big difference while changing up to scalar. That's all I can think, because I haven't done anything else differently. Anyway, that's going to be it for me speaking wise. As I said, you can stop watching here if you don't want to see any spoilers. But yeah, just know that it did make an improvement. So what I'll do is I'll put the sound up and then you can enjoy the rest of the video for the people that do want to watch it. So thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.
Up here! Behind the stall! That bastard got Roberto! Whoever he is, he's a dead man! It's too far across the piazza! We won't make it! People are getting hurt! We need to move! There! The cart! We push this! You gotta take cover behind it! Help! Before... Let's get this Vicky Puttana! Once we're across the piazza, you make a run for the church! I'll cover you! Get to the tower! Cesare! Get to the church! Go around! I'll make a distraction! Go! I shoot! You move! Down here, bastardo! The tower, Enzo! Go! Now! Get up there! Long way from the mine. As are you, Caruso. Maybe it was fate that bullet missed, eh? Now I get to kill you up close. You know what you've done? This is beyond you and me now! No! Yes! Fuck! Su minchia! Enzo!
I'll go after him. You cut him off on the ground.
Stay on! I'll get the family out of here. Don't come after me, Caruso!
What is wrong with you?
You want to get away from me?
Are you out of your mind? Please!
Say the matter. What is it? Oh, God!
What a crazy idiot!
Yeah.
I'm a fool! No! I want him dead!
Coward!
Why are they?
What the hell is he doing? Scusate, signore, allasciti! Whoa! Sweet Jesus!
What's going
Sorry,
on?
signora!
Stop! Huh, who's that?
Get back!
God!
What are you doing? Nowhere left to go. Have you lost your mind? There are women and children here!
Your women! Your children! Hit me! Come on! Coglioni!
Merda! I'll kill you! You hear me?
What are you? Scusate.
What are you doing? Your time is up, Damiano! This is over!
You really think it's that easy?
Bastard! Fuck! No!
Enzo!
Is he getting away?
No, he's not. Here, take this.
I've got him!
There he is!
I'll see. No, I tried. I'm going after him. Forza! Go! Yeah! You sped! Yeah! Amuri!
I got you now!
Move! You're mine. You veloce! You veloce!
Cristo! Better make sure he's dead.
Where are you? I'm not leaving until I see your corpse. No more running, huh?
I should have buried you a long time ago, Caruso.
You can try, but you'll end up with your brother.
Fighi puttana! Fighi puttana! I know you killed him!
You know nothing.
Me!
Now!
Stand and fight! No! No!
For your mind, boy. This. And now!
Yes!
You saved me. Again.